Hi, Bangani. How are you? I'm fine. Right, I guess that's how the person would have responded. Bangani, I've got a story. This is how it is. I'm a female and I was given an offer as a finance marketing manager, of which I applied for. And then there's given a date there when the person applied. And the alleged company is called Magnet Group, which consists of construction, restaurant, and printing division based in Cape Town, South Africa. Uh, it is said that is owned by a Zimbabwean national called Mr. Kelvin Karima Nzira. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing everything well here. Yeah. So this person speaks about, or she is detailing her experience, how she faced this alleged sexual harassment by the boss. I am going to go through everything here, provided that you are interested. Everything that I'm about to say, please note, use this with a pinch of salt. Use the word allegedly, right? Anything that is not proven in court, we shall use the word allegedly, right? The story as well, I haven't been provided with the case number as well. But the person who was writing the story was writing with an intention of awareness, right? But before I start my journey, are you interested? If you are, then please stick around. As you stick around, there are just a few things that I'm requesting from you guys. Number one, subscribe, like the video, comment in the comment section below. You need to watch this video until the end. You need to watch the ads. You need to share this video, right? This person said to me, okay, this is a printing company which has one division number one, restaurant, two, construction, and three, it's a printing company as well, owned by this one. Calvin Karima Nzira, after my offer to Mr. Calvin, he informed me that all the employment contracts are prepared by his lawyer and mine will be ready soon. So, in the meantime, I can just start with my duty. So, I started towards mid of August. The workload was very intense because, according to Mr. Colvin, he had many other branches that had failed and closed down because he had no counterpart staff to run the finance and the marketing. Marketing, and operations. So, with my skills and experience, I needed to restructure the whole system and implementing a workable strategy and the systems. He says that can move the company forward. So, I was extremely working on the clock because everything was thrown on my shoulder. Mr. Kelvin's girlfriend was also part of the team, but she was off the restaurant. But she was off the restaurant section. The first week I started, Mr. Kelvin started making some verbal remarks, which at times was uncomfortable. Then he started sending me text messages of things that were offside, were offside the scope, were outside the scope of my work. Like, what are you doing later? Can I pick you up because I needed to talk to you privately, etc. So I just decided that I will keep it professional and just ignore his request. So he keeps on complimenting that I am smart, beautiful, intelligence, etc. So there was a day that I worked until a bit late, and on that day I didn't travel with my car. He, Mr. Colvin, then said to me he has a meeting apparently in my area, and he will give me a lift. So we drove. While we were driving, he started saying that he was actually praying for a date with me because he is stressing and his girlfriend is a cause of his failure in business. He is tired of her, and when he saw me, he knew I was God sent, and he doesn't want to lose me. So he will give me the highest compensation offer ever. I said to him, That is not necessary for such offers because I just started and he must compensate me according to my work performances. I'm not, I'm not, he must compensate me based on my performances, not feelings, because I am a professional and I am employed. He employed me for work, nothing else. I also also I told him that if he has a private problems with his girlfriend, that he must get a professional help. So moving on, I really felt uncomfortable and I reminded Mr. Kelvin about my contract because it was almost 3 weeks now waiting. Mr. Kelvin just continued texting me sexual words, calling me baby girl, sweet queen, you look like a virgin, etc. One Sunday, he was calling me non-stop, telling me that he's parked at my home outside. Look, he's parked at my home. I reside in an estate, so he was literally parked at the parking. After I ignored him, he started texting me long messages that he really wanted to talk to me and if we can go somewhere and have lunch together. I then replied to him that I am with my family and I am not available. Whatever he wanted to discuss, we can do it on Monday at work, or if it's urgent, he can text me. So so the week of Monday, Mr. Calvin was furious. Mr. Kevin was furious and he even tried to create a fiction between me and his girlfriend, of which he fails because the girlfriend is really not behaving the way he is portraying her. Mr. Kelvin started ignoring my contract discussion and he added additional human resources duties to me. I had to run I had to run ads to source for staff members of the restaurant. So I discussed with him about the salary implication of the new staff and contract because even myself I do not have any contract. So Mr. Calvin started having attitude, angry voice towards me, saying that I must not pressure him about contract, etc. We agreed verbally that he will pay me weekly. So that week he has been escaping and avoiding me because he couldn't pay me. He instead offered me a cell phone that I can go and sell to get my weekly wages. I refused to do that and I demanded my wages and contract. Mr. Calvin realized that I am not the type of a woman that he is used to. He's used to deceive because I know my worth and I have I have principles in me as well as a very high work ethics. Because of his shame, he just came to the office and started shouting and yelling and using vulgar language that I must fuck off of his office, etc. And who do I think I am? And ask him to stop harassing me. And he grabbed me by my chest and started pushing me off the office building. It is a shock that we still have an abusive and a manipulative men that are trying to abuse their powers and assume that all women are vulnerable and will fall for their evil. It's a little bit long, but we are coming to an end. Please bear with me. Bongani, we have a big problem in our society that needs to be addressed. And my feeling is that we have a lot of angry boy child that need a proper healing and therapy. Because they go out in society because most of this angry men comes from vulnerability and they take their anger out of wrong people later when they grow up or as they grow up. I have successfully made a case against Mr. Kelvin and he was arrested after 3 days of running away. Protection order has been issued against him. Bongana, thank you for sharing. She thanks me in advance. Guys, this story was not a story of person seeking help, But whatever is said here, please use it with a pinch of salt. Use the word allegedly. Anything that is not proven before court, especially in matters of justice, you can't say, yeah, it's a fact. It's yeah, for you to be safe, you just have to use the word allegedly. You and I, guys, I'll see you on the next video. Should you wish that I write or I say your story, please do remember this, right? When you send me a story, please bear in mind, you need to write your story. Yes, you can brief me, maybe through a voice note, but when it comes to the actual story, you need to write a story. Please bear in mind, right? See you guys on the next video. But until then, please take care.